Welcome, race fans, to Eastbay Raceway. Down in the pits, we got Billy Boyd waiting for an interview.
Well, I've been racing here since I was probably about 14, 15 years old, so it kind of, the track ain't changed much, just got a little bit slicker, and we've come from, like, you know, mini stocks all the way up to sprint cars now, so we run late models a little bit, sprint cars a little bit, but other than that, just being here so long makes it, makes me a little bit better than most. Stay consistent. I've been watching Tim George for a while, and consistency pays off, but last year I kind of, you know, shot it away on the couple of flips I had, but this year here, if we just stay consistent and keep our nose clean, I think we'll be okay.
Heat race is coming up next.
Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last on the start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last on the start, gotta tell the ground.
Drivers, we're back here and getting ready to line up for this second heat race on the pole. Steve Darvalix. He's sitting second on our points. We'll see what he can do tonight. Maybe take over that points lead. Outside of him is Tyler Godwin. In the second row on the inside, Billy Boyd wins a lot of races here. But outside of him, Kerry Gilbert, one of our locals. Inside of the third row, that's Rich Alexander. Outside of him, Rebecca George. Green's out, and Darvalik's going to get a good jump. But like you see up there on the top, 6 laps now. These drivers all the way in the back, they're not going to have a lot of time to get up here. But if they're going to, they got to make it short, and they got to do it quick. But up there on the high side, Godwin going to take over the lead position over Darvalix. Now he's going to start look to check away from him. But Billy Boyd right in there in third position, hoping something will happen to those two and he can get the win. But a good battle here. And Darvalix going to jump the cushion a little bit, lose a little bit of ground, and see if he can catch back up to him. Godwin starting to put a large gap between them, maybe 10, maybe 12 car lengths now. He's making the middle work through 3 and 4 and the low side 1 and 2. 2 laps to go this time, and Boyd sitting right there in the third position, starting to lose some ground. But looks like we got Godwin. And Boyd off the pace, first and third. That's going to leave Darvalix to the lead now. Darvalix going to look to check away from the field this time. Come to the white flag. Will Darvalix be able to hold on? But we're going to have a caution. Rich Alexander spun out right there in turn 2. 1 to green, getting ready to go green. Rebecca George sitting right there in third position. Green's out now, green and white flag. Will Gilbert have anything for Darvalix this time? But no, looks like Darvalix is going to coast his way through 3 and 4. If he can just come out of this corner sharply, he'll be taking the checkered flag home. Checkered flag's out for Steve Darvalix, sitting in second position with the results, Kerry Gilbert. And we're back. These drivers getting ready to line up here for this second heat race. A lot of drivers in this one. Tim George on the pole. Outside of him, one of our fan favorites, that's Gene Lasker. They're 1 to green this time, getting ready to go. Green's out, and Lasker's going to get a good jump over Tim George. He's going to actually take the lead here. But I don't know if the officials are going to like that. I think they're going to call it back, and yes, they do. Caution. But no, that's not for that. That was for DJ Peoples, who spun out in turns 1 and 2. Caution's out, and we're 1 to green again, getting ready to go green. Sport Allen sitting in the 4th position, Tony again in 3rd. Green's back out, and Tim George is actually going to get the jump over Gene Lasker. But Gene Lasker, like we saw last time, making that top side work, but a good battle for the 3rd position. Kurt Taylor, Tony again, and Sport Allen. Kurt Taylor going to get a good jump over the 2, and he's going to take over the 3rd position. Lasker to the front, Tim George in 2nd, Kurt Taylor in 3rd. And Lasker going to hit the inside and jump over that. Not jump over, he's going to pull a little bit of a wheel stand to lose some time. And Tim George going to be able to catch back up to him here. Gene Lasker now, he's making that top side work. And 1 and 2 down there on the bottom, but Tim George riding there in 2nd. He's looking to see maybe he can learn something from Gene Lasker. Gene Lasker, just like he's got this car hooked up. But back to the battle for the 3rd position. Sport Allen, Kurt Taylor, and Tony again. Tony again's going to stick it under Kurt Taylor this time. And that's number 9 car right there. That's Sport Allen, second race back, and he's doing a good job. These drivers have to deal with a lot here at Eastbay. Between the dust and the dirt flying, pulling tear, I was focusing on the cars in front of them, and these drivers got to focus on a lot of things here. Gene Lasker take the white flag. All he's got to do is make 2 more corners smoothly. He's going to take the checkered flag home, but here it comes through 3 and 4, coming out of turn 4. Be on your feet. That's Gene Lasker. Tim George going to take the second position. But, oh, looks like we got a car flipped over in turn 3 and 4. That's Tony again in fire. But that safety crew right there to fix on that car. Drivers getting suited up, getting ready for this feature event. On the pole, Sport Allen got third in the second heat, but outside of him is Rich Alexander. In the third position, inside of the second row, Tim George. Outside of him, Kerry Gilbert. In the fifth position, Gene Lasker. Outside of him, the third row, sixth position, as Steve Darvaux. He'll take the points lead. All he's got to do is finish closely up to the front, and he'll get a good jump over Billy Boy in this points championship. Here they go. Sport Allen on the inside. Rich Alexander on the outside. Green's out this time. Tim George going to throw it down there into the second position. And Gene Lasker down there back into the fifth position. Sport Allen. Oh, caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out. Nice GoPro on board from Tim George here. Green's back out. Oh, looks like Gene Lasker going to throw it underneath him. But no, Tim George is going to hold on to that third position now. With Gene Lasker back there in the fourth position. These cars, you can just see how rough this track is. I mean, it doesn't look real rough from this view, but from that GoPro view, you can see a lot. Steve Darvaux back there in the fourth position. Now it looks like Gene Lasker is going to make the move on the second lap over Tim George. Sport Allen starting to put a big gap on this field. We'll see what he can do with it, but can he keep this lead? We got a lot of tough cars coming through the pack, and right there, Gene Lasker trying to make the pass for the fourth position. Going to throw it underneath him, and Darvaux is going to try to cross it over, but it ain't just going to happen. Now Gene Lasker looks in his sights, and he sees Rich Alexander. He's going to have to go up there and fight for that position. But Sport Allen starting to put a big, Kurt Taylor's going to jump the cushion, and now we're going to have, that's Tony again. No, I'm mistaken. That's that was Tyler Godwin. We're going to check the GoPro on board. He got in that wall hard there. We're here to the fifth lap, and Tim George is going to look to make it over. That's the 24 car, Steve Darvaux. He's going to try to make the move on him. But Gene Lasker starting to catch up to this Rich Alexander. He is coming hard. Hopefully he's hoping for a caution. He can get over this field and maybe get up there to the lead. But he's going to start to work on Rich Alexander for that third position. There he goes down to the bottom. Can he stick the move? No. Rich is going to pull it back on the outside. Alexander up there on the top. Gene Lasker, almost got into him there. He jumped the inside and caution's out. Caution's out. Kurt Taylor going to spin it out, and then 3 and 4. We're going to go short break after 8 laps. Sport Allen in the lead. Kerry Gilbert in second. Rich Alexander in third.
I waited all my life to live. I still can't find a way. But if I work it one more day, I might just break the chain. I might just break the chain. I might just break the chain.
We're back to this feature event, getting ready to go green. Sport Allen up there in the front, but in the fourth position, Gene Lasker. Can he do anything? But Kerry Gilbert right there in the second position shows a lot of steam here. And can he do anything on lap 8? The race almost race is half over. Sport Allen going to go back right where he left off, starting to check out from the field. And Gene Lasker going to throw it under Rich Alexander and take over that third position. Good move by Gene Lasker. Now he's going to go to work on Kerry Gilbert. A good battle back here for the fifth position, I should say, with Steve Darvalix. And right there in that 38T car, that's Tyler Godwin. But Sport Allen's going to start to do a lot of work here on Kerry Gilbert and the rest of the field. With only 5 laps to go, he's making that middle work there in 3 and 4, which we're seeing all the drivers there, but this is Sport Allen's second race back, and he's doing a good job for this team. But Gene Lasker going to clip that inside barrier there, and he's going to lose about another car length to Kerry Gilbert. But he's starting to catch up to him to 3 and 4. You see him down there on the bottom trying to find the most moisture on the racetrack as he can. But he went into 1 and 2 a little low, and he's going to wash up the racetrack and lose a lot of time to Kerry Gilbert now. Sport Allen looking up on that scoreboard. He sees 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Sport Allen. He's just coasting. Hopefully he can come out here with a win. But that team looks like they got this car hooked up for him. But a good battle back here for the second position. See all the positions now with DJ Peoples back there in about the 8th position. But if you look right there, Bobble, bet you can hear him now. And they're coming to the white flag this time by for Sport Allen. Sport Allen going to coast through 1 and 2 and come through 3 and 4 and just keep that car on all 4 wheels. Don't spin it out. And here comes Sport Allen. Sport Allen's going to take the win here at Eastbay Raceway Park. Kerry Gilbert in second, Gene Lasker in third. With DJ People in the 7th position is going to spin it out here on the last lap.
Not carburetor people. We don't know what to do to this thing. I hope I didn't melt it down. It stayed within our temperature range, so that last caution, and it just heated up. So we're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to learn carburetors, and maybe we'll get a little more out of the motor. And we got the car dialed in perfect. We switched to Penske shocks this week. And I'll tell you, I can't thank Ricky Burnett, Stacy Green, 2 of my best friends in the world. Jerry and Rick Hammond, they put me in this thing on a whim, man, you know, and this is the second voyage out with these guys, with this car, second night out.
Second night out, victory lanes. I remember all year they were talking about getting that car last year, getting it all dialed in, and then you know what? This is the biggest smile I've seen on your face in a long time, Ford.
We worked our butts off today, man, and we were thrashing until the last second. I can't do this without my girlfriend Melissa, my mom. Mom, happy Mother's Day, I love you.
This is a good happy Mother's Day. Where she is? She's up there. Let's give her a big round of applause. The sports mom up there waving. Who else you got to thank, man?
There's so many people, man. It's just, you know, just Ricky Teese, these guys on Treasure Island came aboard, wanted to help out. We need all the help we can, tire money and stuff. Tonight, you know, we chewed up some tires to get a try like that. So, I mean, any help is appreciated.
Well, there you go. He's back. Superman back in victory lane. Let's give a big round of applause.